A while back, I was seeing this guy, and everything that we did had to be like a mega adventure, and I had this pressing engagement in Utah. I thought it would be so great if he came along, and instead of flying, we took the train across the country. And I thought it would be even more fun if we wore all white costumes for some reason. We get to the train station and we're so excited because we think we're gonna step onto like the Orient Express or something like that. But we step onto a regular Amtrak with this like sad, like fold out bunk bed. It's actually quite ingenious, but it's not sexy. So we decide to change trains. So we're milling about the station in Chicago, and people are looking at us funny, but we'd expected that. After all, we are dressed in all white outfits. As soon as we close the door to our car, the headscarf comes off, as does everything else, and the headscarf becomes a binding for the hands of sorts. We were fooling around and there was a knock on the door and we fancied it was the butler. So we say like, oh no, come back later. And we proceed, and there's another knock on the door, and we're like, no, really, we're fine. They were like, no, it's the police. I hobble away into the bathroom with nothing on except this scarf binding my hands. You know, I don't want the police thinking that this guy is kidnapping me, or maybe they would think that I was some kind of sex worker and I would get arrested. And there would be a really sad headline that would say something like, minor actress arrested in prostitution ring. I hear the conversation between the cops and this guy. Things sound like they're actually going quite well. And just as they're about to leave, they must have noticed my underwear twisted up on the floor because they were like, who else is in here? I just say, me. And they're like, okay, you need to come out. And, sorry, I have an itch on my face. And I popped out just in time with my headscarf as a kind of loincloth covering thing. They just kind of stare at us and then just shake their heads and leave. And we sailed off into the sunset to Utah, eating hot dogs off of beautiful china that said Amtrak for the next 5 days. The end.